Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are featuring Tier 10 British Heavy Chieftain MK6. It is one of the strongest heavy in the game currently and my personal favorite as well. It is very commonly used in comp as well. In fact, it's the most played heavy tank in comp. You'll always see 2 or 3 chieftains, and that should tell you how good this tank is. I will not call this tank OP or broken. Well, you can kind of call it OP, but you can't call it broken, mainly because it's a heavy tank. It doesn't have the camo that allows it to rotate around freely, and it doesn't have a huge alpha as well, or penetration. However, it does have very good DPM. It can go hull down. It has one of the highest DPMs at tier 10 among all classes. And if this tank is ignored, it can pump damage very quickly and can delete tanks in no time. So this replay was sent in by Chlap. He's in Swamp, Team Destruction. And when this game started, you'll see why this tank's not broken, because anytime he exposes his hull, he gets penned, and also it's not easy to his RBRT and pen the heavy tanks. He's trying to micro peek or a quick peek and pen IS-4. IS-4 not the easiest tank to pen, especially when he's angle. He finally managed to get a pen, but he has to be careful with his peaks because he just can't peek freely with having very bad camo, which heavy tanks has, and that's reasonable as well, right? The only tank that, in my opinion, that should have camo is lights or lightly armored mediums. So he's not pushed forward as he wants to get rid of these 2 tanks. He put a shot on Leopard, took a position at B5. It's a low ground, so he has a cross, as well as he can somewhat play hull down. But IS-4 did manage to put a shot at him as he was sideways. He's trying to help his team, but SP2 with his side armor, you can get some bounces with SP2 in his side, and that's what happened here. You think you might pen, but he bounced again, and took another shot from, I believe it was IS-4. He is currently struggling to pen his IS-4 and SP2. However, that will change soon. His team is losing 10-3. He has lost more than half of his HP and is only at 2300 damage, so not much to show for it yet, as he was not able to get into a hull down position and safely play. He had to push because his team was losing, so he couldn't just sit at that corner either. Another thing that I've seen in Swamp Team Destruction is teams play a little weird. Like, I feel they don't know what to do, and even I can't predict where the teams would go. I could tell where you could play safely in a Swamp standard battle, but this Team Destruction, even I have no idea where my team will go or where the enemy team will go, so it's pretty unpredictable, and that could result in one team losing a lot of tanks quickly. I think Team Destruction doesn't have the safest spots either to farm. So he's making a cross to create an angle. He put a shot in the medium and then also put another shot in Badger. It's down to 500 HP, so 2 shot for most tanks and 1 for high alpha, like a T30 as well. T30 is not paying attention, and this is where Chieftain damage comes in handy, or DPM. T30 is about to rotate, but he was taken out by his fellow Super Conk. He's now going over A0, as he's expecting. You usually have like a lot of tanks at B9, even in standard battle. And I'm not sure if he's ready, what's going to happen next right here, but I think considering how this will go, so he spots Patton, and his team instantly delete him, so they knew someone was there, so he knew what was happening, and his team as well, and that's why they were able to take care of that Patton immediately. He spots Leopard next. He did get a bit lucky, as that Patton and Leopard had no awareness. He was spotted crossing the A line, but those mediums were just tunnel vision on the rest of his team, which cost them their tank. Not to mention, he was able to rack up 2700 assists. Meanwhile, he finds an AFK Death Star. The Death Star might have thought they're winning, so he gave up halfway. And some extra bonus for Chlap. Even without farming this AFK tank, he still had a pretty great game, as we'll see next, and set the Death Star on fire. Scores 4v8. he's three of the tanks, or two of the tanks, are not in the best positions because they're in the open and they can get shot from different angles. But Chlap takes out that E50M. His medium is pushing towards the Badger, so they have to get rid of guns as quickly as possible at this point. And he takes another shot from double tap. 1600 HP Type 4 heavy spotted. He put a snapshot into him and hit the 9k mark. And 4v5, the game is now looking winnable. And so we thought. 705 overpeaked and exposed his track, ended up getting penned, but he had a repair kit, so he managed to retreat. He's focusing on 705 so that he can track him, which he did at this time, and take him out of the game. And that's what I was talking about, the DPM. That's where it comes in handy. You can perma-track people and farm, especially once they've used their repair kit. But again, sometimes you can hit weird angles, and he bounced that shot on 705. If he hadn't, it would have maybe killed him, or at least 705 would have been one shot. The Centurion on this team goes down. He's at 10k damage, and it is 2v5. Super Conqueror is now pushing around Jag and Chieftain. You know, as I said, never ignore a hull down Chieftain, as it will just eat your HP, and that's what he's doing here. As Super Conqueror, also a British heavy with good DPM. However, Super Conqueror is not hull down, and Chlap is just farming as he's trying to close in. I believe it was Type 5 that just missed Chlap. A lucky lifeline. He managed to put the hatch, pen the hatch of Conqueror, put another shot, track him. Double tap is now pushing. He bounced, but allowed enough time for Chlap to reload. Now he was about to finish Conqueror, but V5. He showed up for the first time and did manage to finish him off. But nonetheless, a great game by Chieftain, 12k damage and 3k plus assist. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.